Welcome guys, what is up? Today is going to be probably a shorter, way shorter mukbang because I have to hurry and go pick up my daughter because today is a parent-teacher conference. Yeah, okay. Anyway, how have you guys been? I'm so glad that my little family is growing here on YouTube. You guys have been awesome, and I'm just gonna keep putting out content more and more and more. So today, oh, sorry, I'm having, this was actually a frozen dinner. Chicken Alfredo. I know what I'm missing. Right in here, but grated parm. There we go. And I have some water in a jar. Okay. Today I have a small little story time. Nothing compared to yesterday's. Today, I want to tell you about the time that my dog was missing for a week. She was this cute, itty bitty Jack Russell that I had gotten from my nanny and papa, because they used to breed them, and they just let me have one. I named her Princess because she was a princess, and she was brown and white and a little bit of black, not a lot. But her ears, I should have named her like a Yoda or something, or Radar. Should have named her Radar. Her ears were always stuck up like this, or down, up or down. They were never like floppy. Yeah, she was adorable. And she stood maybe this tall. She was tiny. She was the runt, my favorite. And I'd had her close to 8 years when this happened. I mean, this dog was probably the best little dog that I'd ever had. Don't tell Cena. We would go outside and I would play basketball. The ball was bigger than her. Not even kidding you. And I would shoot the ball, she'd run after it and jump on top of it to make it stop. She was a hoot. Anyway, I'd had her for about 8 years. And we'd normally put her up at night in a cage because she was so tiny that I was afraid like something big would get her. Because we had coyotes and everything roaming around, and I would always stay out with her all the time playing and whatnot, because I was young. And I didn't get to show you all the goody goods in here. It's still taking a picture of me. Yeah. We accidentally left her out that night because it was warm. I wasn't worried about anything. And she had a bed outside just in case, like, she wanted to rest out there and she wouldn't have to sleep on the hard ground. I know, a little overprotective. But the next thing I know, the next morning, I mean, it wasn't the first time that she'd been left out overnight. I walked outside because I had to go to school. And I kept yelling for her, princess, whatever. And I lived around a lot of people. Nothing like the city. I was way out in the country where my parents live. And most of our neighbors were family. Not all of them. So I was like, well, maybe she's still asleep. But I gotta hurry for school. I went to school. And I came home and my dad was like, I haven't seen her all day. She has not been here all day long. I was like, oh my God. Someone has stolen my dog. I hope coyotes haven't gotten her or anything. And I was freaking out. Because she was my baby. So, I was like, you know, she might come back. I'd asked all my family if they'd seen her. Everybody said no. And everybody loved her because she was so cute. We would light fireworks. I would have to hold her because she would like to run after the fireworks when we light them. As soon as they shoot off, she would like to go do that, like chase after them. I had to start holding her because one time she got too close whenever it was shooting off, and it like sparked her nose, and it like cut her nose. It was bad. So anyway, I get sidetracked. I'd asked my family and they was like, no, but I'm sure she'll turn up. And as like a couple of hours went on, I'd freak out more. I'd go back outside and yell for her. I searched in the hills, she wasn't there. So I was crying. I was mentally broken. My dog was gone. And I decided to print off a picture of her, because this time I never had a phone that can be like, hey, have you seen my dog? I didn't have any pictures of her like that, so I printed one off. And I was like, I'm gonna take it around to all the people that aren't my family and knock on their doors and see if they have seen her. Which my dad said was a really stupid idea because some of the people who live beside, they said were rough. Which I didn't care. I wanted my dog back. And I just moseyed on. But I can't remember if one of my cousins came along or not. Did it fall back in my bowl? Must have. So I went with my little picture. I was like, hey, have you seen my dog? Knock, knock, knock. Have you seen my dog? Have you seen my dog? Have you seen my dog? I spent a good hour and a half walking into people's houses, knocking on doors, and everybody's answer was no. It was starting to get late because I did that after school one day. And I decided to come home. With no luck, I was brokenhearted. We decided to go up to my aunt's house. And my aunt just lived, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 houses down. We went there. We'd always have like dinners up there, where they'd have dinners at my house. So we had dinner up there that night. And when it was time to come home, we were driving past the house because to get into her driveway. I see her standing on the porch. The day that I went up and down the road trying to find her. She was sitting on my porch I freak out. I'm like, oh my god, she's here, she's here. We get down there, and she's so excited to see me, but I could tell something was wrong. She would normally jump off of our little tiny front porch. It wasn't very high off the ground, but to her it was probably really big because, like I said, she is yay tall. She wouldn't jump off the porch, and I kept saying, come on, come on, come on, I'm so excited. So I just ran to her. And when I got there, I saw blood like on her shoulder. And I just started bawling my eyes out. I was like, Dad, what do we do? What do we do? It's too late to take her to the vet. And my dad cannot stand an animal in the house. Cannot stand, I mean, he loves dogs, don't get me wrong, he loves them, but he's not one of those types of guys that wants to pick them up and hold them and pet them all the time. But he loves a dog, just far away. So he sees how tore up I am over it. We like check her neck and everything, and my dad pulls her hair up like this, the opposite way, and there are 2 huge holes in her neck. Huge. And I was like, oh my god, Dad, oh my god, what do I do? It is way too late for a vet. There is no way that I can sew her up. You can't sew her up. What do we do? My dad, being the champ that he is, says, I got this. He, shockingly, takes her into the house. Yeah, my mind was blown that he took her in the house because of how much he's against stuff like that. Puts her in the bathtub. Washes her, and her poor little thing was just shaking to pieces. It was sad. He washes her, and she didn't move. Like she was perfectly fine being home and in the tub. And we put her in the tub. He gets her out, dries her off, he like opens up the spot that he cleaned really well, and then while he was giving her the bath, and puts Neosporin on there. Dries her off really good, and lets her stay in the house for a little while. And then he goes out to the building, fixes up a little place for her to sleep, like a big bed filled with blankets and I don't know. It was in the building, nothing could get to her because we had one of those big, huge, closed off buildings with concrete floors and a light, and that building was nice. Actually, it wasn't a building, it was a garage. Okay, sorry. He fixed her one of those, and he was like, okay, well, it's time for her to go out. So we put her in there with some food and stuff, and she was fine. But how odd, how strange. I walked for about an hour and a half up and down the road trying to find her, and then she come home on my porch. My dad said that someone probably had her tied up or in like a chain link fence, and she got free, and her trying to get out ripped it, because it didn't look like I don't know how to explain what it looked like. It didn't look like someone had like cut her or anything. It looked like she was trying to do it to escape, and it happened. So that was always our theory, that she was escaping, trying to come home because she had hurt me. She was gone for a week. 1 whole week. My parents and whole family were very shocked that she came home because she was gone so long. That had never happened to any of our other animals. If we had an animal that had ran off or something of the sort, we never saw it again. Ever. Oh my goodness, I need to see what time it is. 11:50. I need to hurry. I've got to leave in 30 minutes. I'm actually getting so full. This is a huge bowl. Bigger than my head. Ah! This video is already, wow, 17 minutes long. You know what, I think I'll save the rest of this for Juliet. Whoop. Okay, well, that's the end of my mukbang. Thank you guys again for so much support, and thank you all for joining into my little family. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. I still want to get my goal to 300 before the new year rolls around. What I checked last was 191 subscribers, so hopefully we can get that there before New Year's. And I want to say a big thank you. If we hit 300, I might do like a little tiny giveaway, because how fun would that be? I've never had enough subscribers to do like a small little giveaway. But give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. And if you want to always be notified, make sure to click that bell beside of it, and you will be notified anytime I upload a new video, which seems to be pretty often right now. So if you don't want to, just make sure that you check my channel out every day. So I will see you guys, you, next time.